Well, hi, hello, and how are you? If you can hear me, give me a two in the chat just to make sure that you can hear me. We can't hear each other, baby, because I can't hear you, but let me know in the chat if you can hear me. We are going to have a really chill and laid back conversation. But listen, if you're new to my channel, when I say that we're going to have a chill and laid back conversation, that just means that I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be upset questions or comments that annoy me, I'm just going to look over today. And let me say this though, I am going to be myself. So if something happens and something hits a spark and something pop off, then that's just what it's going to be. I doubt it if that's going to happen, but I'm not putting myself in a box and I'm not putting chains and shackles on myself. So again, let me know if you can hear me and let me know in the chat. I'm not going to tell you what number to put, but just say, be free, Sin. Be free, girl. Be free, girl. We here, girl. Be free, girl. Just let me know. Okay? Let me know if I'm talking to my people. So, I don't plan on, we're not, this isn't necessarily like, thank you, baby. Is that my cousin? Guys, I think this is my cousin. Like, my daddy and her daddy are brothers. I think that's my cousin. Anyway, hi, cuz, if you are. So, okay, be free, be free. Mhm, mhm. Yes, yes. Okay, that's my cousin from California. Okay, she real gangsta, baby. Okay, and so when I say, hey sister, when I say I'm going to be free, I mean we are going to have a very, very frank conversation. So I want to make a couple of not necessarily disclaimers. I don't know what you call these, but sometimes every once in a while I'll get a holy sanctified person in the comments if I say shit, damn, fuck, ass, bubbling booty, jiggle, nipple, bro, shit, damn, fuck, ouch, shit, damn. If I say any of those cuss words, then they be like, oh my God, in the name of Jesus, don't. So I just wanted to get all those cuss words out of the way. Shit, damn, fuck, ass, shit, just to let you know I'm grown and I'm a curse. Okay, I got my uterus cut open twice, two times. Okay, got my uterus cut open, and then right after I healed up, my husband put another one right in there. My baby's back to back, girl. I'm grown. Okay, so let me know. Okay, 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 okay. So let's get to it. I love y'all so much. Okay, I love y'all so much. So the very first thing that I want us to unpack, right? The very first thing that I want us to unpack is essential oils. I'm not doing a question and answer. Don't get upset with me. This isn't going to be one of those videos where it's like full question and answer. Seeing what do I do with this? Seeing what do I do? I'm not doing any of that. Those days are gone, baby. Y'all had that version of me for 12 years. Okay, 12 years. So, yeah, we'll talk at the end about where you guys can go to get more information from me and things of that nature. But the days of me just laying everything out, do this, do that, do this, do this, is over. Okay. And we'll talk about why at the end if y'all want. And I'm going to have one story time at the end for y'all if y'all want. Okay. Let's get it sorted in here. So, right now, what you're looking at are a few hair shaft disorders. Let me know if you've seen any of these hair shaft disorders at all. Now, most of the time, whenever people go into a hair salon and they have heat damage and things of that nature, the first thing that you go to, the first place that you point blame is at the flat iron. But there are so many layers on top of that, right? There are so many different layers. So this is the human hair shaft with different disorders. And one of these disorders is one that everybody likes to call single strand knots. Yeah. Okay. That is called trichinodosis. Trichinodosis. I can't get it out right now. So that one is one that is really, really prevalent, but there's so many other ones. The other two, the top right and the top left, are split ends or hair shaft disorders. I cannot talk today. Hair shaft disorders that most people deal with, especially the one on the far right, top right corner. The majority of women, if you haven't had a trim recently, most of y'all have that hair shaft disorder. But there are so many that most women are not aware that they have because of all of the layering and things that you do to the hair. And most women have no idea what their hair shaft actually feels like. Most women um are looking for slip or a oily, slippery feel, and a healthy hair shaft doesn't feel that way. If you want to get an idea of what a healthy hair shaft looks like, if you are a person who buys virgin bundles, how does that virgin hair feel? Freshly shampooed, freshly conditioned, maybe a little leave-in conditioner, then you hang it up to dry. It doesn't feel oily when you touch it. There's no oil on your hands. It's bodyful, it has a flow. There's no oil. Right before I move on, can you agree or disagree? You don't have to agree with me, but can you agree with that? That even the hair that most people will go and spend 500, $300 on has no oil on it. There's no oil on it, right? The women that you go out and buy all of these bundles from, their hair has no oil on it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? These are the things that I want you to think about. If we are having conversations about oil and what do we need, we can't just look at the way that we feel, right? Look at the way that we feel, look at how our emotions are, and then just go based on that and completely ignore science because you're black or because you have certain emotions. That is no excuse. It's absolutely no excuse. It's a really, really poor one. And we cannot use the color of our skin as an excuse to do or not do our hair. Yeah, you being black does not give you the right not to comb your goddamn hair for a month, for 6 months. It's ridiculous, okay? Because at the end of the day, the majority of the problem that everybody has is because they will not stop not combing the hair. Mhm. Most people are scared of combs and brushes and all of the things. So, for that reason, we can't get anywhere. So, before we hop into um essential oils, because this is going to be a kind of quick one, I have to be off of here by 7:30 because I have a movie date with my husband and my kids. Okay, so I have to be off of here at a certain time. But this is something that I want everybody to take a screenshot of. Let me take this banner off really quick and give me a 5 in the chat whenever you have um a screenshot of this. Give me a 5 in the chat or just say I got the screenshot. Had to drink a little water and I don't want to be all up in your face with a water bottle. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfecto. A bunch of fives in life. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take myself off the screen really quick. And if you can get a better picture once my little face thing is off the screen, then get a better picture. It's the same size. It doesn't matter. Okay. Um, so what you're looking at right now is the human scalp, right? But whenever we're talking about the human scalp and when we're talking about hair growth, y'all are like, oils, butters, grease, oils, butters, grease. I'm about to grease my scalp. I'm about to oil my scalp because my grandma been oiling the scalp and she got long hair. But this top layer of skin, I'm not gonna tell y'all the name of the top layer of skin. There is at least one person who remembers the name of the top layer of skin. And then at the end, as not at the end, as I'm talking, if I just go ahead and throw it up in there, then I will. But anybody who knows the name of the top layer of skin, put it in the chat. Okay. So when we're talking about this top layer of skin, this top layer of skin, it is the protective layer for your scalp. Our creator is magnificent. So the top layer of the scalp is there to protect your hair follicles. It is there protecting everything that's under the follicles, the cords, the sweat gland, all that stuff. We're gonna get to that in a second. But this very top layer of skin is where the oils and greases and butters that y'all put on the scalp, it cannot penetrate. Listen to me. And we're going to talk about avocado oil today. It cannot penetrate. The epidermis, yes, it is the epidermis, but I'm looking for one more word. One more word. Uh yeah, I'm looking for one more word. Anyway, so when we're talking about this very, very top layer of skin, the the oils and butters that you put on this top layer of skin, that it is too the molecules are too big to penetrate this top layer of skin. Here we go. Thank you. This top layer of skin is the stratum corneum. That's what it's called. I need everybody to take a screenshot of this because let me tell you something. When you're here on my channel, I'm not trying to get you to believe me. I'm trying to get you I'm pointing in a direction at your notebook, at your pencil, and saying, write this down, start researching this. That's what you're here for. I love you, but I am not attached to whether or not you believe me. You take the information or you leave it. It means me no, never mind. I love you, but it means me no, never mind. I'm real good tonight, real good. So this top layer of skin is called the stratum corneum, right? And the stratum corneum, the oils and butters that you put on the scalp are too big. The molecules are too big. They cannot penetrate the stratum corneum. So when y'all put oils and butters and all of these hair growth treatments, when you're putting it on the scalp, all it does is sit on top of the stratum corneum. That is all it does because the oils molecules are too big to penetrate. Yes, thank you. They're way too big to penetrate. So, this is why you get carrier oils. Hmm. This is the difference between a carrier oil and an essential oil. And this is why you can't use an essential oil without a carrier oil. But let's get into it, right? So you can take a screenshot for yourself. I'm not going to read this. We already have a full lecture on essential oils, so I'm not going super deep into it. But an essential oils is a concentrated liquid that is containing volatile oils, different nutrients from certain plants. Right. So all of the key constituents, I tell you, I say that word all the time. And the things that I say and I tell y'all to write down, I say it for a reason so you can become familiar with these words. So that way, by the time you watch a whole bunch of my videos, then you are able to just piece information together. Because most of the time, like right now, there is no notebook in front of me. If once you are actually studying something, it's like second nature. I want the human body to become second nature to you. These things are not complicated. Okay. So when we're talking about essential oils, again, essential oils are broken down. They're the smallest molecular weight of certain oils and things of that nature. Not certain oils, certain plants, right? Is what an essential oil is. So when we're talking about a carrier oil is a base, right? Normally is a vegetable oil or a seed oil, and it dilutes the essential oil and it acts as a carrier because essential oils by themselves are too potent to go on the top layer of skin. Because if you just put the essential oils directly on the scalp, what ends up happening is that top layer of the stratum corneum, okay, that very top layer of your skin, the stratum corneum, it ends up becoming weaker. this top layer of skin ends up becoming weaker. It begins to get abrasions. This is the top layer of skin. Again, if you're watching this, I need you to take screenshots, research this for yourself, baby. So as you put essential oils on undiluted, then it like completely rips that top layer of skin open because the molecules are big enough to go into the hair follicle. But this is the thing. When we're talking about essential oils are killing different forms of yeast, the bacteria, and things of that nature. But I need you to understand that hair growth does not take place on the scalp. It does not. So to constantly put oils and butters and greases on the scalp makes no sense because hair growth does not happen here. It doesn't happen on the stratum corneum. It doesn't. Hair growth happens all the way down here, your blood supply, which is attached to your diet, which is attached to the things that you put in your body, which is attached to your water consumption. Hair growth does not happen on the scalp. It actually happens within the gut. And then from the foods that you eat, your body creates the different amino acids get together. They create biotin and create the different amino acids that create the hair shaft. And then it sends the signals to the bloodstream to be able to send the right amount of nutrients for the process to continue. The blood supply sustains the hair growth, but the hair don't growth process don't start in your blood. It doesn't start on the scalp, it starts in the gut. So do you understand how it makes no sense to put oils and greases and butters on the scalp because hair growth don't start on the scalp. It starts in the gut. The only thing that you're doing, right? The only reason that you would use anything on the scalp, let's say the reasoning behind using a carrier oil is to carry medicine to the follicle. What is it killing in the follicle? Why is it sending medicine to the follicle? Because the majority of the patterns and routines that you use cause inflammation within the follicle. So the burning, the itching, the redness, the sensitivity, the touch, all of those things, your scalp being on fire, it is because you are causing the over inflammation within the scalp. I told you guys about androgenetic alopecia. We talked about the fact that that is a form of alopecia where the body's immune system is attacking the hair follicle. But if you didn't watch that video, I'm unpacking a little bit for you right now, right? The hair follicle, this is a fact. It's a fact. Write it down, fact check it on your own. It's a fact. The hair follicle is one of the many portions of the body that is invisible and hidden from your body's immune system. I'm gonna say it again, and I need somebody to put it in the chat because I need you to unpack this. Androgenetic alopecia. Oh, I'm sorry, not androgenetic alopecia. I apologize. Alopecia areata. Alopecia areata is when the body's hair follicle, the body's immune system attacks the hair follicle. But this is the thing, and this is what made scientists like myself the light bulb go off because how can the body's immune system attack a part of the body that's supposed to be invisible to the immune system? How can that happen? Oh, excuse me. How can that happen? So when you sit down and you start doing the process of elimination, again, I'm gonna say it one more time, right? And when you get it, give me a 3 in the chat because I really need you to unpack this, and I'm only talking to the people who can think for themselves. If you need to go check to see what the best oil and grease is, baby, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. So, if the hair's follicle is invisible to the immune system in a healthy body, right? And I'm not speaking of anybody who has different autoimmune disorders and things of that nature, things like lupus and things of that nature. I'm not speaking of that. I'm not speaking on that. That'll be another conversation we have in a minute. I'm gonna get to this in a minute. But if the immune system, again, cannot see the hair's follicle, how can you get alopecia areata where the hair follicle is the body's immune system is attacking the hair follicle if the immune system isn't supposed to know that the hair follicle exists? How could that happen? Well, when you sit down and you begin to study and you begin to assess the situation, you can see that the women who have alopecia areata put a red note like alert, 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 it's something here because you feel the follicle with oils and butters and greases. So when you fill the follicle with oils and butters and greases and all of the things, then what you do is you alert the immune system. Hey, I know you thought it was nothing over here, but it's something over here. It's full of oil. And then most of the time you filling the scalp up with oil. Oh, yes. Most of the time you're filling the scalp up with oil after you've put the craziest amount of tension on the hair follicle. So your follicle is in pain. You pulling your scalp is in pain. You got a headache, and then you fill the follicle up with oil. You fill the follicle up with oil. So I'm going to ask you again. This is not a rhetorical question. This is not a rhetorical question. It's not. And that's what I want. I want you to learn. I'm a really passionate person, so that's how I sound, but I'm not mad at you. I want you to make it make sense for yourself. So if this very top layer of your skin, the stratum corneum, if oils and butters cannot penetrate, and if oils and butters are only not even butters, if oils, certain carrier oils, and we're gonna unpack one that you shouldn't use. I'm gonna give you a really good example. If you know that these oils and butters that go on the scalp, or if you know that this oil is only a carrier for the essential oil to kill yeast and bacteria and then wiped off the scalp, not wiped off, shampooed off at least 3 to 4 times with a clarifying shampoo, guess what? Because if you don't, the essential oil that you're putting on does not know the difference between good and bad bacteria. It's going to kill all bacteria, good and bad. So then if you leave it on overnight, if you putting it on every day, you're going to kill all of the good and bad bacteria on the scalp. I'm not saying that Mael Organic isn't responsible. I'm saying that I don't think that it's a bad product if you're treating a scalp infection, but just to use essential oils on the scalp every day, all you're doing is killing all of your good and bad bacteria. Of course you went bald. You killed everything that's sustaining the life system and the life cycle of your follicle. Why would your hair stay alive when you're putting essential oils on the scalp every day? Make it make sense. Hmm? Then on top of that, really quick, we are still unpacking all of these things, right? We want to blame Mayo Organics, but why don't we blame a little Cardi B or all of the women who decided to follow Cardi B? Why don't we do that? Put an avocado emoji in the chat or just type guacamole in the holy moly guacamole. Type holy moly guacamole. Or put an avocado in the chat if you remember the time frame where all of a sudden Cardi B is a master cosmetologist and hair growth specialist. And everybody was putting avocados in the hair. I just need people to let me know that I'm not talking to myself. Maybe I was in the upside down and I was remembering that by myself. Holy moly. Guacamole. You really said it. You said it first. Holy moly. Guacamole. Yeah. Put some guacamole in your hair or whatever. Okay, so y'all all remember that? Okay, so holy moly. Holy moly donut shop. That's what I want to say. So this is what I want y'all to think about, right? Now, remember, just say, yeah, I remember in the chat. If you remember me constantly saying, and I know you do because I say it all the time, like everything works until it doesn't. Everything works until it doesn't. Hair weathering and scalp weathering takes anywhere between 6 months to 27 years to show up. Let me know if you remember me saying it. Baby, let me know. Now to not tomatoes. Oh my God, Lord. Y'all remember? Do you remember the time? Okay, so we remember. So let's unpack this because right now, the same women, remember everybody who was holy moly donut shop, holy moly guacamole. Remember all of the burritos and tacos? Y'all were like, this is so great for moisture. It's so great for moisture. And then after it was so great for moisture, then that's why all of these oils and butters and greases came out because the same girls that was putting the avocado cream in their hair also had dry ass scalp, and you need oils and greases and butters from the scalp, right? Ole moke, guacamole, ole mole, guacamole, right? Right? Am I? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So let's unpack it. Avocado oil is a heart healthy oil high in oleic acid. Somebody write the term oleic acid in the chat right now. Right now. Right about now. Mhm. Right now. Mhm. Right about now. Hmm? Somebody. Hmm? In the chat, baby. Oleic acid. Okay. Here we go. Which is an unsaturated fat. Listen, oleic acid, which is an unsaturated fat. It contains vitamin E and also helps the body to absorb fat soluble vitamins, blah, 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 blah. Y'all read all of this, right? And after y'all read this, you thought all I gotta do is put it in my oh, put it in my hair. Baby, listen. Let me cook. Oleic acid. Remember that. Okay. Now, as we've been going through my channel, right? What is the one thing that I tell you happens? Whenever you put oils and greases on the scalp, I tell you that the yeast that lives on your scalp, Malassezia yeast that lives on the scalp, its favorite food is oils, butters, grease, and especially your sebum. That's what it's there to eat, right? Yeah. Oh, baby. And this is what I'm talking about. This somebody who pays attention, takes notes, and she's already layering it. You're already putting it together. You've already put it together. Oh, let's get into it. Let's get into it. The Malassezia yeast that lives on your scalp, it eats your sebum. That's what it's there for. God is masterful. The Demodex mites, they're gross, but they're there to eat an overproduction of sebum. So that way you do have an extra couple of days to go without shampooing your hair because you got little critters eating it, right? Okay, but Malassezia yeast specifically, when it gets full, it doo-doos. And guess what it poops out? Oleic acid. Play with your mama. Play with her, not me, okay? And not the goddamn avocado oil, huh? The same oleic acid, the unsaturated fat, that's what your body, different yeast and organisms that live on the scalp, that's what they poop out. The same oleic acid that I'm constantly telling y'all comes out of the booty hole of the yeast, the Malassezia yeast that's crawling around your scalp, eating the sebum, all of this extra oils, all of these extra greases and butters that you're putting on the scalp have oleic acid. But listen though. So let me ask you this. So when the oils, you put avocado oil on the scalp, right? Which is an unsaturated fat, baby. It's oleic acid. You're literally putting oleic acid on your scalp when you put avocado oil on your scalp. So then, listen. So then, after you put the avocado oil on your scalp, the Malassezia yeast that is on your scalp eats the avocado oil and then poops out even more oleic acid. Are y'all still confused to why everybody got dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, and folliculitis and CCCA? Are y'all still confused? I'm for real. Yes or no? Are y'all still confused? Because I'll keep going. I'll keep going with your little doodle butt scalps. Y'all want it to be avocados, grapefruit sandwiches so bad. Hmm? Why y'all want to be tacos so bad? Hmm? Does it make sense? Let me sing it one time, one more time. The same oleic acid that is in your avocado oil, the same oleic acid that causes irritation to the scalp, is in the avocado oil that Cardi B told you to put on your hair. Hmm? What are we talking about? So when we're like, "Sis making it up," so am I making this up? Because I'm not making. I didn't make this up. I'm giving you information that anybody can find. At least one person do it for me. At least one person just confirm. Does oleic acid is the oleic acid that is inside avocados? Is it the same oleic acid that lives inside that the I'm sorry, that the malassezia yeast poops out of the scalp, out of their hair, out of their booty hole after they eat the sebum or whatever else is on your scalp? Fact check me. It take a couple seconds. What we talking about? Why are we having these conversations? It makes no sense. I've known this the whole time. Give me a 4 in the chat if it makes sense on why I'm so irritated having these conversations with people. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. We can't move ahead because these issues are so this is such a ridiculous issue. It's such a ridiculous conversation. Mind you, this whole conversation, right? Now that we know that, we already talked about the stratum corneum, right, which is that top layer of skin. Avocado oil is a 3 to 4 on the comedogenic scale, meaning it's extremely thick. It's going to block the pores in the follicle, right? So not only is it going to block the pore, it's too thick. The molecules are too big to get through this top layer of skin, which is the stratum corneum. So it sits there. And then again, the malassezia yeast, it eats that avocado oil that you put on there. And then it doodles, little doodle butts with your little doodle butt scalp, with your little doodle butt scalp. So it sits there and then it begins to irritate the scalp. Oleic acid irritates the scalp. Hmm? No, I don't got 2 minutes. I got a little minute. No, it's 5:30. It's 5:30 here. I gotta leave uh here at like 8. Mhm, mhm. Little doodle head. The little doodle head. And that's what I'm talking about. I really want y'all to think about that. So when you putting oils and butters and greases on your scalp, you never get past this top layer. And your intention is to grow hair, and you think that you putting this oil in the follicle, it's not touching the follicle. It's sitting on top of it. That's why your scalp is burning. That's why it feels like it's little critters crawling around your scalp because it is. They like celebrate this time. Come on. Like, I got a pickle. I got a pickle. I got a pickle. Hey, 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 hey. That's what's happening on your scalp. It's a full feast and buffet. It's a party going on up here. That's what I'm saying. The oils, the butter, the grease, you have not got past this first layer of skin. It can't penetrate. So, can we move on from oil on the skin? Or should we keep going? There's a stranger in my house to go out to figure out. That's what's going on. That's what your sebaceous gland and everybody else is saying. Like, hold on. This is the shit that I'm talking about, dog. And whoever that old lady was in my comments talk about, I'm a grown woman, don't call me dog. Girl, I don't know you, I'm grown. I'ma say what I want. And if you don't like it, keep your comments to yourself because I'ma block your ass, bro. Okay, anyway. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that little wretched list. So when we're talking about the sebaceous gland, right? I need you to spot it. So give me just say SB in the chat when you find SB, Lord. Just say SG when you find the sebaceous gland when you see it. Like who? I ain't even see nobody. Let them live their little life. Wait, who need to be blocked? I don't care. I'm choosing peace. And that's why your mama bald head, whoever she is. Okay. And so the sebaceous gland, thank you everybody. The sebaceous gland is the gland on the human scalp that produces your sebum, right? So you know the sebum that we're always talking about. This is where it's at. Again, you don't have to believe me or unbelieve. It don't matter, right? It don't matter. I want you to pay attention. I want you to use your brain. And right now, I'm paying attention to the screen. Whoever has negative energy, I'm blocking you. So if your butt itches enough to be a problem, oh my God, get up and try to scratch it. Or run around, try to scratch it a little bit so you don't say nothing because I'm gonna block you. And YouTube has this thing now where I'll block all future channels that you mean. So I'll like disappear in the thin air. Poof, like you'll never see me again. Okay? Scratch your ass and get glad. Scratch it. Okay. So, sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland is the gland where the oil in the sebum is. So for everybody that's like, oh, seeing like my scalp is black. I don't have no oil. We need oil. The reason why you don't have oil coming out of your scalp is because you keep putting all of these oils and greases and butters on that stratum corneum. Does it make sense? Do y'all understand why I had to go deep into the stratum corneum? So remember, none of the oils, none of the butters, none of the greases can go past that layer. But you're creating all of this yeast, all of this bacteria, all of these things on the top layer. But this is where the action is, where the sebaceous gland is. The sebaceous gland is the gland that produces all of the sebum. Sebum is the natural wax. It's not an oil, it's a wax. And it comes up the hair shaft. And when your hair protrudes out of your hair is already covered in sebum. From the second that it comes out of the pore to the time that it goes to see yonder. It is covered in sebum. And you know, all you have to do, get a comb and a brush. Stop it with the, oh, I'm black, so I can't comb my hair. If you want to believe that your creator made you incompetent and incomplete, then you go ahead and believe it. I'm not here for those people. I'm just not here. I cannot, there's nothing that I can say and nothing that I can do to make you believe that our creator made you complete. If you don't believe that, girl, is nothing I can say. Okay? All right. So I really, really hope that that makes sense. But when we're talking about the stratum corneum, and when we're talking about all of these other things, right? I really, really want you to get into that because the sebum comes right up. It is attached to the hair before it comes out of the pore. There is nothing extra that you have to do. There's nothing extra. Nothing extra. Just comb your hair, bro. Freaking comb it. You want to know the difference between a black woman who can't get hair down her hair shaft and another woman who hair so oily in the morning like mine is? One girl comb her hair, the other one don't. That's the only difference. One uses a comb and a brush, one don't. One uses a comb or a brush, one uses four fingers to get through 400,000, 100,000 to 400,000 strands of hair. You tell me, baby. Which one makes the most set of sense to you? So that's where your natural oil is. But if you're covering the scalp with oils that cannot get past the stratum corneum, can you please explain to me how the oil is still supposed to coat the scalp if you already have it covered? And I'm not being sarcastic. I need somebody to answer that for me. If you are a woman who still oils and greases the scalp, make that make sense. No oil can penetrate past that very first top layer. None. We're gonna talk about sweat in a second. So nobody can do anything. So what else? Which one? And you better shampoo it right out, or all that's gonna be happening is they're gonna be like, "Hey, Craig, hey, Sissy, Shalissa, she got some of that good oil today, girl. We about to be eating good, girl. Save some." Yeah, and then they're gonna doodle on your scalp, and you're gonna be a little doodle head, so you better wash it off. Okay. So other than this false illusion of it just feels so good, like what what purpose does it serve? So when you say, "Oh, Stan, what does this do? How does it feel?" What are you, a baby? Mm? You need somebody to rub on your ass and smack it. What is it? It's soothing. You about to soothe your ass right into the dermatologist's office. Mm? Come on now, man. Come on now, Chuck. Yes, Shalissa. So I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second. So the sebaceous gland, again, this is where the sebum is produced within your body. It's attached to the follicle. Your hair is covered in sebum before it ever protrudes out of the pore. So knowing that, and also knowing, and this is not a rhetorical question, I need answers. Knowing that your hair is already covered in sebum as it comes out of the pore, and not only is your hair covered in sebum, sebum is going to protrude out, is literally going to spill out of the follicle. So explain to me how putting oil on the scalp as that's happening, how explain to me how it makes it better. It makes no sense. You're literally just literally just randomly putting stuff there. That's like getting up every day. You're like, "Oh, I'm about to clean up," and you got like my desk has like this glass casing over it. That's like me taking the glass casing. I mean, some oil, some coconut oil, and like I'm about to put this on the table. Girl, for what? It literally holds no. Why? It makes no sense. And this is why I want to have this conversation because regardless of how much people want to argue with me, regardless of how many, misinformation, you cannot tell me how putting oil on the scalp makes sense and what it's for. You cannot tell me, other than it being used as a carrier to get some essential oils or some type of medicine made by a chemist or a pharmacist for the scalp, a prescription written by a dermatologist, by a doctor. It acted as a carrier to carry it to the scalp. What purpose does it serve? No one has ever been able to answer that question for me. So why are you doing it? What about oil on the ends? What is the oil that you're putting on your ends going to do that the sebum can't? If you cannot answer the question, my love, you are brainwashed and you're only doing it because you're in a habitual pattern and routine of doing it. You want to break a generational curse, stop putting oils on your scalp. How about that? That's a generational curse. It is a mental, I believe that's a generational curse, a mental block. Y'all don't even know why you're doing it. I have never gotten a response. Never. Never. It gives nutrients to the scalp. That's a lie. Nothing can penetrate the stratum corneum. So that's a lie. That's not it. Oils are not getting nutrients to your bloodstream. Nothing but essential oils can penetrate the stratum corneum. And the amount of essential oils that are in the products that you are using are not potent enough to change any natural systems of the body. It is a fact. I don't care how it makes you feel. Facts and feelings are not connected. Tell me a purpose and I'll tell you a way to use it. Give me a purpose and I'll tell you a reason to use it. Give me a reason that it works better than your natural sebum, and I'll give you a reason to use it. Explain to me how an oil that can't penetrate past the top layer of skin is going to help you with anything in the follicle. Explain that to me, and I'll tell you how to use it. I'm a scientist, baby. I love somebody to prove something to me. Nobody can because it doesn't make sense. It is a money grab. And I'm gonna tell you something for everybody to say, oh, Steve's hating on other people. I'm not, you know what I hate? I hate your lack of accountability, is what I hate. Because if you were really accountable to black women selling them oils, you would say, okay, this essential oil mix is to treat scalp and follicle disorders. You only use it for this amount of time, and then you stop when the infection is gone, and you just save it for a later day. Instead, they selling y'all products, telling y'all to use this shit every day, so y'all can constantly go buy it, so they can have a continuous rotation of making money. It's a fact. Feel how you feel. Believe what you want to believe. It doesn't matter to me. You know why? Because I've been saying it, attached to it emotionally for over a decade. This is the age of Aquarius. All things that are hidden are coming to the light. I do not have to fight. You can see it now for yourself. The majority of the women who told y'all to do the stuff, how is their hair doing right? Hmm, just a question. Just a question, baby. Just ask it. I love you too. Come in my hair right now. And like, I want y'all to think about it. It's some type of like anger or emotion attached to it. Women literally get mad in my comments when I touch my hair. Oh my God, will she stop touching her hair? Oh my God, will she stop combing her hair? That's like, don't reflect your self hate on me, girl. I love myself. Like when my husband walk past me, I just be touching and feeling on him for no reason, cause I love him. His skin feel good. He got muscles. He got big old broad shoulders. I be feeling on him all the time. Cause I love him and I love me and I love my hair. What do you want me to do? But because you don't like your hair and because you think that if you touch your own hair, it's gonna fall into a bunch of pieces, you were upset that I touched mine. Girl, go touch on yourself. Go love yourself. Go have some me time, baby. So the old tale of brushing and combing your hair 100 times a day really makes your hair grow. It doesn't. This is the thing. The problem that everybody has, I'm not talking about you, right? Because we don't know each other, girl. I'm just looking at your name. We don't know each other. So don't take nothing I say personal. Everybody loves to say, what makes your hair grow? Nothing makes your hair grow. Your hair grows automatically. When you go to sleep at night, don't your heart beat without you? You don't tell your heart to beat all night while you sleep. It beats without you. Your blood is pumping through your veins all night while you sleeping to your brain, all your cells, your lung, everything. Does it need direction from you? Does it need something like, oh, what do you do to make your blood pump through your veins? Why do you think that your scalp is or your hair growth cycle is somehow dismissed from the other cycles in your body? You don't need to do anything to make your hair grow. You need to have proper patterns and routines that minimize mechanical damage so you can retain length. But everybody's patterns are the opposite. You detangle your hair wet with conditioner because you believe that that's the healthiest way, and then all of your hair is breaking off. It's not about how to make your hair grow. Everybody's hair grows. That's why a woman, why do you think if men just stop cutting their hair and they just go to a braider that shampoos their hair, shampoos it, conditions it, don't put a bunch of oil and grease in their scalp and stuff like that, blow dry their hair, just braid it up. A man's hair will grow effortlessly. He don't need to do nothing. You know why? Because hair automatically grows. The same way you're gonna automatically breathe all through the night and you're gonna wake up the same way you gonna go to the bathroom. You don't have to tell your bladder to empty out. It does it automatically. You don't have to tell your body, you don't have to put anything on your scalp to make your hair grow. Your follicle is gonna do it automatically as long as you're putting the right things within the body. That's it, and that's all. And that's something that we all have to think about. These are things that we have to think about. Doodle hair. Yes, I love coloring my hair. Yes. And that's the thing, like, comb your hair, bro. I never liked much coloring my hair. Good. Serve no purpose. And this is the thing, I don't want y'all to agree with me. I really want us to have this conversation. I really want us to think about it. What are we doing? For real, it's spiritual. Not even trying to be funny. That's why even our hair has been attacked. Either nine has been studied. But this is the thing. I get it, but my thing is, and I'm not trying to be rude, right? Oh, you my cousin. I don't gotta say that, cousin. I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't buy into that because I've stood behind the chair for over a decade. So I do not believe that black women are under attack. Nobody attacked y'all. Y'all get up and go buy any product that y'all see. All that gotta happen is y'all favorite celebrity be like, "Ooh, look at what it did to my hair," and y'all gonna go buy it. Even if you got a good product line that's been working good for you, you don't need to do nothing. You everybody has shiny object syndrome. Everybody want to be a viral video. Everybody want to be an influencer now. So everybody want to be the first person to try a product and say how much they love it or how much they hate it. That's what it is. Nobody is coming to black women's house with a pew pew and being like, you better give me pull out your goddamn wallet and buy these goddamn products right now. I'll kick your ass. Nobody's saying that. That's not happening. Black women just see a new product and they go buy it. Y'all saw a fucking $600 vacuum cleaner that was made by somebody who makes vacuum cleaners, the Revere Air, and then black women got together and attacked every cosmetologist that ever walked the face of the earth because we all use blow dryers and what cosmetologists have been doing, get away from those old regular blow dryers and what they've been doing in the salon for decades. Forget your culture and and your ancestors and the things that they made habitual patterns that work and stick your hair in this glory hole blow dryer. Just press the button and suck your cuticles away in the opposite direction that the cuticle lies. Click the link in the description box for more information. Click that 30% discount code off for a better discount. Like, full of shit. And y'all fall for it every time. That's not manipulation. That's not nobody taking advantage of y'all. That's y'all falling for everything that somebody blows in your face. That's your fault. Because you don't see Revere Air Blow Dryer viral around white women. You know why? Because they knew it was some bullshit. But because they knew that all they had to do was paint something up and lie and say, "Oh, this is for black women," that y'all will go out and buy it, and that's what happened. How many people talking about that damn glory hole now? Nobody, buddy. Nobody. Nobody, buddy. Nobody. Huh? Nobody. You know why? Because they already got that commission check. What are we talking about? Y'all fall victim every time because y'all fall for everything. I am all about accountability. I don't play into the black girl race. Everybody hates us. Everybody's trying to hurt us. Well, guess what? There's always somebody out to get you negatively. That's why you have to educate yourself so people can't play in your face. But when you believe everything that somebody brings to you, when you want to argue with the people that's trying to make you think, then you're going to be somebody that falls victim because in this world you got sharks and you got sheep. You got sharks and you got fish. I'm sorry. So you have to make a decision. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be a fish? You're going to be bait? Or are you going to be a shark? Which one? Or are you just gonna stay the fuck out of harm's way and go figure out your body, go get a set pattern and routine, and go ahead on and mind your business and let them do what they gonna do? But everybody wants to be the next viral. Oh my god, look, I tried it. Oh my god. Oh, it's horrible. They're trying to kill us. No, you're trying to kill yourself because you don't read. I'm new to this channel, but I'm so glad that I found it. I have been oiled and greasing all of my life. Never was I able to wear my hair down because I was it was literally wavy and crunchy. Yeah. And there's no reason for our hair to be like that. That's a generational habit y'all need to let go. Our ancestors were greasing their scalps because some of them, not all of our ancestors were slaves, but some of our ancestors were out in the field standing under the sun. So they grease their scalps as something to protect their scalp from the sun. Not only do you not pick cotton, you barely go outside. So what the hell are you protecting yourself from? Not only do you barely go outside, the majority of women who wear their hair and greasing their scalp like that, y'all wear wigs most of the time. So y'all grease y'all scalp and then put it under a wig and then wonder why y'all scalp is on fire, wondering why your hair is thinning out. It's like this has to be the upside down. This can't be real life. I'm glad you were too. I don't even put oil on my hair anymore. I'm over this shit. I don't want to be feeding bacteria and yeast because it's not needed. And do you actually need it? You don't need it. I just shampooed my hair 3 days ago. I look like somebody sprayed my hair down with some toxic oil, and they did. It irritates me when I read stuff. Black women do not produce oil. I be wanting to smack y'all through. If they could change some technology where I could just click a button and I could press and smack and it just come through and smack you. Shut your ass. My face is covered in oil right now, and I take some oil off my fat forehead and off my scalp and smack you with it. And now your lip greasy. Your little greasy lip talking about we don't got none. Oil caused me to have my hair in my head, instead of my head or my scalp. Listen, it's unnecessary. You don't need it. I stopped with the oil and my hair came back. Literally, I'm not telling you to do nothing extra. I'm telling you to save money. I'm telling you not to buy something. What the hell? Y'all acting like oh, you don't, oh my God, don't use oils and pay $5.99 just for 7 payments of $85.99. You can stop oiling the scalp. It's like, oh my God. I didn't say any of that. Nothing. Oh, shoot. Even though that's an extra, that's I just saw, even though that's not what it said, I saw it for real. Shoot. I don't know. Just because they're jealous. Listen, who jealous? I missed whatever I said. My comb is always in my hand. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be, oh, that's because they mad. I'm touching my hair. Like, girl, don't be mad because I like to touch my hair. I like to touch my hair. And my husband like to touch my hair too. Mind your business. Huh? Girl, touch it. Touch it, bring it, babe. Watch it, turn it, leave it, stop for a minute. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm turning into my mother. I got a song for everything. Do, do, touch. Do, touch. Oh, Lord. Listen, I got this one Omarion song in my head, and I'm just waiting for somebody to say something so I can sing it. I'm feeling so childish right now. If somebody gets the song, Imma sing it right away, but I'm just waiting for somebody. Girl, how am I talking about that? And actually, it don't affect me at all. I don't get nothing from China. I don't get nothing from everything that I use in my business is from an American company. So I was Tabitha Brown's hair journey from 1 inch to 12 inches. She has beautiful hair. I'm just thinking of what for others is different. But I just don't. I'm not being rude, but I just don't understand when women make comments like this. Only black women make comments like this. I saw Tabitha Brown and the way she grows her hair, and it's just so beautiful. It's like y'all stop idolizing each other. Like everybody's hair grows. If your hair isn't growing, something you're doing is throwing your hair growth cycle off. Reset it, and your hair will grow too. Stop. I'm not even talking to you per se. I don't know you personally. Stop idolizing these women. Stop idolizing people who have long hair. We in class, so I don't want cuss. But hey, I'm telling you, I love y'all so much. I'm telling y'all, my block hand, like I'm trying to tell you, like my I had to hit my hand away from the block button just now. If your ears are sensitive to cuss words like shit, damn fucking ass, then get off of my channel. I am grown. I'm grown. I'm grown. I got my uterus cut open twice, and I got a puppy son. That dog cost me 4,500. 4,500. Huh? Cash money, baby. Out my hand. Well, not out my hand, out my account. Baby Navy Federal, baby, watch out. I'm grown. So if you in class, go on get your ass in class and pay attention. I'm grown out here in these streets, baby. Come on now. Is it true that you shouldn't wash your hair while you're on your cycle? I've never heard of that before. So I won't negate it, but I've never heard about it before. Because I wash my hair sometimes a couple times a week and I be on my period for like a week. So I definitely, if you ain't supposed to, I be doing. But I never learned nothing that said that you're not supposed to. But I look into. I'm gonna look you. I'm for real. I just wrote it down. I'm gonna look it up because like, oh, I ain't supposed to be washing my hair while I'm licking. Check it, girl. I'm always combing my hair and it's brush strapless. Thank you. I love it when my man comes and brushes. Oh, girl, girl, girl. Reread, cause I can't. It's all the way up there. It's gonna make my eyes hurt. I don't got no glasses. I ain't trying to be a reading rainbow. I'm just, I'm just scamming real quick. Nah, I'm gonna know a woman who never put grease on her daughter's hair and goes all the way down her back. Exactly, because you don't need grease. Nobody who greases this scalp can tell you what the grease actually does. Now, if depending on how your daughter or depending on how you wear your hair on a regular basis, if you put certain greases on the ends, below mid shaft to ends, then whatever. But still, it should only be a really, really small amount because if you overuse it when you lay down, it's gonna go on the scalp. But nobody can tell you what purpose it serves other than retention. Oil grease serves no purpose other than retention for the hair. It's not for the scalp. There's literally no reason to argue about it. But but the thing is, it don't. This is the thing. I don't feed into stuff like that because I'm in control. I don't give a damn what happened generations before me. Because we talked about this before. That don't got shit to do with me. What my father did, what my grandfather did, that has nothing to do with me. I am not tied to their decision making. I am not tied to the things that they learned or the things that they chose not to learn. That has nothing to do with me. This is my existence, mine. This is my legacy with my husband and my children. This is my legacy. It has nothing to do with me. I care absolutely nothing about what the people who messed up, what they did. That ain't got nothing to do with me. We talked about that before because of my father's baggage that he left behind in life is not mine. My father's been gone for 11 years. The baggage he left on earth is not mine. It has nothing to do with me. His daughters, nothing to do with me. That's his shit. It don't have nothing to do with me. And it's the same thing for all of the race war. Oh, black women this and this and that. It don't got nothing to do with me. I am in control. I am creator. What are we talking about? That's the stuff that I don't know. I don't do it. The hairstylist I used to go to. Oh yeah, because girl, do you know cosmetologists when Rivera reached out to me, you almost get allegedly, because it ain't gonna be for everybody, allegedly, you get almost like 70% commission sometimes. 75, 80% commission. So you pay $600 for the blow dryer, they getting 75%. Hell yeah, your cosmetologist told you about it. If you bought it, she was gonna get 75% of whatever you paid. Yeah, yeah. I'm 41. I'm work improved and damaged. It takes time, but it definitely felt the random burning and uneasy, unnecessary itching, and never put two and two together. It took to this year for me to see the instant breakage. Yep. And that's why when y'all be like, why she so intense? Because I'm trying to trigger change. Because once your hair, like your skin, you cut yourself right now, your skin is gonna heal. And if you do the right things, you may not even have a scar. You can barely see my C-section scar. I got my uterus cut up in 2 years in a row. You can barely see the scar because my body heals itself. Your nails and your hair are not that way. Now, if you shave all your hair off, it'll grow back. But if your ends are split, if you have hydro fatigue, if you're doing all of these things to the hair shaft, they be like, just try putting flaxseed gel in your hair every day. Just try it. And if it doesn't work for you, then stop. Guess what? If it doesn't work, you're going to have to cut the hair off because you can't fix broken ends. Once the ends split, that's it. Hmm? Girl. Can't get the root. It can only get the boot in the glory hole. It can only get a little bit of push for the cushion. Can't get that much. It's just a hole. It's just a glory hole. Ain't no skin, baby. Is now selling shampoo and conditioner. Yes, and guess what? Black women are going to be the first people to go buy it. When's the last time you seen a Revere Air commercial with people that don't look like you on it? Mind you, the people who made it don't look nothing like you. It's a white dude and his wife, which is not a problem, but they've only marketed to you because you're the only one buying it. Pattern needs to be addressed. I would do the same thing, same foundation. Yep. Just think for yourself. You come across the video that they're like, she is lying, she's making it up. I've been telling you to get notebooks out on your own. So before you listen to what they gotta say about what I have to say, go look it up yourself. And then after you look it up yourself, you gonna notice you know that I ain't making it up. And you gonna see that person who talking shit for exactly who they are. So it's been about 2 months without grease or oil, and I honestly haven't seen in my comb. So I'm thankful. Oh, no problem, babe. But this is the thing that annoys me about people like, oh, hair is known to hold spiritual power, so why don't you comb it? Why don't you wash it? If your hair is so connected to God and it's so spiritual, why do you wash it less than you wash your ass? Not you, because it don't make sense. That's why I don't feed into that. I did hair for too long. I know that women don't give a damn about their hair, so I don't buy into that. It's our connection to glory is bullshit. Because if your hair was your gift or your donation or your worship to your creator, don't you think you would wash it more than once every 6 months? Girl, I'm good. I found your channel a couple of years ago. I just had the time to watch you. Ah, because in my hood, they heavily promote greasing the scalp. And my thing is, I just need women to think for themselves. Like, it only annoys me, not you, but just I'm the exact opposite. So if I've been like that my whole life in school, everywhere. If it's a group of girls, if it's 20 women, if it's 20 of us, right? And all 20 with no 19 girls come to school day, all 20 of us decide, okay, we wearing a lime green shirt tomorrow. Lime green or like highlighter yellow. One or the two. You can't wear nothing else. Nothing dark, really bright colors. You know what color I'ma wear? Black. I'ma be the one girl in a black shirt. I swear to God, I've been like that my whole life. So my question is, why are y'all so locked into it? All you have to do is pull out a book, down, look up everything that I've told you about, and then you can bring yourself to those conclusions on your own. It literally makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. And then now we have this new thing where, oh, you have this thing. It's a deodorant for the sweat gland. So give me a 3 in the chat when you see the sweat gland. Hmm. Oil and greasing, yes, it's the same thing. Crispy. Mhm. So now that you see the sweat gland, right? I'm going to I'll but you see where the sweat gland is, right? And you see how the sweat gland is the opening is directly on the scalp, like right there. Like it's a straight pour, like a straight entry right there. So when you sweat, it comes straight out. So when you put the estrogen on your scalp, I can never get that word out. I didn't say it right. My tongue get twisted. When you put a deodorant on your scalp, it literally creates a plug in the sweat gland. It just creates a plug there. Do you think that product knows the difference between a sweat gland and your hair follicle? Hmm. That's not a rhetorical question. Do you think that the product that you're spraying on your scalp knows the difference between the hole that is the hair follicle, the pore, or the sweat gland? Do you think it knows the difference? No, it puts a block on everything. These are the things that I want you to think about when you just randomly let people just randomly put stuff on your hair. Yes, I got memories and it's crazy. She ain't nothing like the girl I used to know. That's how I feel right now. Girl, I got that hot icebox where my heart used to be. That's how I feel about everybody that want to keep greasing this stuff. I don't care. You can do touch. I don't care. Cause I got that icebox where my heart used to be. That's how I feel. Shit. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry if I skipped over your comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, thumbs up, guys. So does mine. Expect because when we first met, I wore my hair in a short pixie cut. We've been together for 16 years. He likes to pull it too. When I'm got him so flustered and uncomfortable. Yep. I got memories and it's crazy. Diddy ain't good. Don't be talk about the Diddy here. YouTube, I don't have nothing to do with that. okay? Noth- Um, it's more so about your diet, not about like the way that you do your hair. Yeah, that's exactly what you learn. Black hair is laziness. It's the lazy natural. This is the lazy technique, the lazy girl method. The lazy girl is just like, oh my God. You already can go 2 weeks without shampooing your hair, and other women got to shampoo their hair every 2 days. How much more lazy do your ass want to get? Oh my God. The one group of women that want to go a month without washing their hair are the ones that can't get it. Doom, touch them goddamn shampoo. Are you in LA? Mm-mm, girl. First of all, I'm not in LA. I'm in Nevada, and girl, I am notorious. Girl, I told them last time I slide on the pole before I pick up another brown brush comb or brush. Somebody come get her. She's standing like a strand. Stop, screwed up. I chopped all my hair off. My brush is my friend. I know that's right, girl. I feel so good, especially if you get like the right kind. And somebody come get me. Oh, Miss Pinky, you didn't do nothing. Why would I block you? You didn't do nothing. And somebody come get me. My mom and TTs never wanted to deal with their hair. Always rinse for product, quick style, or break. Yep. So we gotta stop. They're trying to attack us. No, nobody can attack you. And the reason that black women are the easiest to attack is because you're the one that's walking around looking for hacks instead of doing your hair the way that the rest of the world do it. We're black. I can't because I'm a Negro. It's like, oh my God, y'all are annoying. What breed? Oh, show the fur baby. He's in the other room, and I don't got time for flash drama today. But he's an English bulldog, and he's so sexy. The English bulldog. He's such a cutie pie. He's so cute. He got so many muscles that he's always trying to hump people, including me. Oh, girl, yes, I got my uterus cut open twice, baby. Yeah, I was told that growing up, so I did. Oh, shoot. When I do, when it comes to my hair, hairstylists will argue with you when you bring up sundial. Stylists say sundial doesn't apply to everyone. What the fuck? This is my what? This is first of all, I be minding my business. Okay? I don't be I don't even be on that side of YouTube. I promise to God, my favorite videos to watch is like comedy stuff, like Nate Jackson. I've literally seen every video Nate Jackson has ever added. All Deaf Digital, almost. Well, I watch their podcast every Monday. Like that's the type of stuff that I watch. I don't give a shit about none of y'all. What are we talking about? Like, send out doesn't apply to everybody. It's not. First of all, can y'all do me a favor and stop bringing me up when y'all go to see y'all cosmetologist? Stop doing that. I don't want. Oh hell, sit down. Y'all make these people no. Well, they dislike me because they haters and they didn't pay attention in fucking school and didn't go on like re-educating themselves. But like, goddamn, like stop bringing me up. If you go to a good cosmetologist, you don't have to bring me up. Period. Like you just go in, you know what you're looking for, and let that be it. Y'all, could y'all please stop bringing me up when y'all go see cosmetologists? And I'm just being honest. Like, if I was when I was doing hair, if somebody sat in my chair and was like, "Oh," because they did. the stupid girls that was like, put sweet potatoes in your hair, put rice nipple juice in your hair. Um, I I've got this in my hair because this girl on YouTube told me because Meg's got legs told me to mix this and this and this and this, and I put it in my hair. So that's why it's on here. You know what I told her? Why don't you go to her so she can do your hair? That's what I would have said. Stop bringing me up when y'all go see people. I don't make videos for y'all to be like, see instead. Don't do that. How would you feel if you were being a service provider? You're servicing somebody, and when you sit down to get ready to do your job, they're gonna be like, "Okay, now I was on YouTube and send down said, don't do that because." That's the reason that most of these cosmetologists are not going and re-educating themselves because they automatically on the defensive because when you sit down in a chair they're automatically being compared to me before they get started. I have nothing to do with that. I give information so you can know the basic science of your body. And you book a consultation and you know the mental triggers in your mind. You don't have to bring me up at all. I don't want to be anybody's favorite. Sendal said, please don't do that. Don't do that. You every stylist you go to go irritate you. She gonna be irritated as hell. And then that's why everybody all mad at me. I don't tell nobody to do that. I'm teaching you the science of the human body. I did not make this up. I didn't make this little clip. This is from a dermatologist. I didn't make this. This is basic anatomy. You don't have to do none of that. Um, Then they call the unhealthy random routines challenges. It's just ridiculous, straight ridiculousness. Have y'all noticed? All of a sudden, the YouTubers are saying to get blood work done now instead of just instead of just out in the oil. Listen. Yes, there's this is the thing. The reason that all of these YouTubers are telling you to go get blood work done is because they don't know why the hell they're going bald. None of them are making connections to the rice nipple juice, the apple cider vinegar, the oil and the grease and the butter, and none of them are making those connections. So they're like, oh my God, it must be something internally. No, it's the same thing that y'all have propagated across this whole entire YouTube. It's millions of women, millions that are greasing the oil in the scalp. And you know whose pockets y'all feel more than anybody? Dermatologists. So when y'all be like, oh, dermatologists are rude. Do y'all know how many black women are in dermatologist's office with the same scalp condition? And then they be like, the dermatologist said I can add oil. Do you know why? Because they're seeing hundreds of y'all. And they're sick of arguing with y'all and being like, okay, yeah, if you want, no, don't put the oil in your scalp because XYZ, but I'm black and I need it. So you know what they do? Because they probably got 10 more patients with the same problem when they get done with you, they just say, okay, yeah, you can use it. It's good. You'll need it. Yep, go ahead, use it. Because nobody feels like all of that. Nobody feels like all of that. And y'all not gonna hold them accountable. So they're not gonna hold themselves accountable. They're just gonna be like, this is genetic. Go get blood work done. Keep following them. Keep following them. And remember, you were warned because I told you. Now I got that ice box where my hair are disappearing. You're welcome, babe. Mhm. I never hear anybody talking about she is biosig far superior than she. I don't think no product is better than no product. What do you need? It's a tool. I love you, but that's more team natural rhetoric that needs to go. Only team natural people ask that question. I've never heard professional cosmetologists ask it. What's better, this or this? Like, no. Some cosmetologists do Olaplex, some cosmetologists do K19, K18, whatever. But cosmetologists don't argue about which one is best. We don't. I've actually never had an argument or a conversation with a cosmetologist that prefer we don't fucking talk, we don't care. It's your craft. As long as you sticking to the science, that's it. So I'm not a tea girl. That's not my thing. I just never, I don't have anything negative to say about it. I've just never wanted to try it. Like my whole career, I've never wanted to try it. I've used their serum once and I just used like the really small sample size and I never wanted to go buy more. So I did it. And if I didn't like their oil, I knew I wasn't going to like the rest of their products. So I was fine. I am new here. How do you deal with hair that gets super tangled as it dries? Okay, so because you're new here, I am going mine so in poetry. Because you're new here, I'm not gonna answer your question until I get this answer from you. Are you okay with me being straight no chaser? Because I'm not gonna miss words, but you're new and you don't know me like that, and so you could take what I have to say as like being mean or something like that, and it's not being mean. But I've answered this question at least 5 million times, and I'm not gonna be rude or irritated or anything like that. But I'm not gonna be like, okay, so could I just push you to put on eyes, and I'm not gonna give you a hack or a quick fix. I'm gonna put it back on you. So my soul and poetry. Are you sure you want me to answer that question? Okay, let's go all the way down. Okay. You said I'm new here. How do I deal with my hair? So better, more than how are you? More than okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but I no longer do consultations and like free consultations and stuff like that. I don't do things like that. But I will say this: if you're saying that your hair gets super tangled as it dries, you're not supposed to just let your hair dry however it dries. You're supposed to be in control of your hair as it's drying. Whether you use a blow dryer, whether you use flexi rods, perm rods, regular rollers, you just letting your hair dry on its own, you're going to have breakage, it's going to be tangled. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to just let your hair just sit there and dry. It's going to be tangled. There's no way around that. And as you detangle it, you're going to have breakage. There's no way around it. Your hair is not just supposed to dry just sitting on your head. It's just not. So you need to get different patterns and routines that causes you to actually style your hair. So after you shampoo it, after you condition it, use a leave-in conditioner, dry it either with a blow dryer and style it, or do a flex rod set, perm rod set, do something. But if you just let your hair dry on its own, it's going to be tangled up. There's no way around that. That's like trying not to be lost without directions. You're going to be if you just get in a car and start driving and you don't have any directions, you're going to be lost. When you just shampoo your hair and condition it and then just leave it on top of your head, it's like driving with no direction. Your hair doesn't know what to do, it's just sitting on top of your head. Yeah, but but yeah, that may be true from the outside looking in, but that's not reality. That's not reality. Because if that were reality, year 12 wouldn't be the year that people are listening to me because I've been saying the same thing, talking in the same tone of voice, saying the same thing for 12 years. That's not true. What's happening now is women didn't believe fat meat was greasy until it started falling off the bone. Now the fat meat is falling off the bone, and they're like, oh shit, she was right. That's what's happening now. 12-year resistance? Not really. Sorry, I don't believe. I got an 11-month-old and her hair is already growing like weeds with no oil. They want me to grease and oil her scalp, and I'm like, no, it's like that's breaking generational patterns. They just want you to do it just because she's black. Put oil on it. That's how we're gonna break generational patterns. Forget a generational curse. Nobody's cursing you. If you would have made a decision to grease your daughter's scalp, no, you wouldn't have been cursed. You just made a decision to follow people. That's it. That's it. That's not a generational curse. That's a generational habit. You broke the habit. That's how you break generational curses. Stop the habit. Stop the pattern. That's it. Thank you, Mama. Ebony, you are life. You are life, Mama. I'm a sweaty mofo. Nobody cares about Diddy doing it. Diddy doing nothing. Like he been telling y'all to take that since we was little. Why are we talking about Diddy? What's wrong? Why y'all want to talk about the diddler? Do one of y'all want to be diddled? Why are y'all talking about the diddle, the diddler? Listen, I usually trim my hair every 3 months. I feel like I'm always starting back from scratch. What are your thoughts? Something that you're doing is breaking your ends. Your hair doesn't break on its own. So whether it's the way you wearing your hair, the way you sleep, how are you wearing your hair from the time that you get it trimmed to the next time get it trimmed? And when you look at those patterns, you'll find out why your hair keeps breaking. It's really simple. What is the best diet? I teach that in my classes and the growth cycle blueprint. I don't teach things like that on my channel anymore. How often should you replace your shears? It depends on how often you use it. Yes, most women can go about 2 weeks. Sometimes women can go about 2 weeks without shampooing their hair before the scalp starts to burn. But when your scalp starts itching and burning, it's time to shampoo the hair. I never went 2 weeks, but some women can go 2 weeks. How do I feel about locks? I think they're beautiful. What about them? I'm sorry, but I think my question was missed about caring for menopause hair. No, it doesn't. You having menopause. My mother is going through menopause right now. The way she blow dries her hair, the way she shampoos her hair, nothing changes. Her diet, she's changing her diet. The things that she's putting in her body. It has nothing. No pattern change. I answered that already. All you teachers, too. I have a pinch. My hair will grow back here. I'm experiencing menopause symptoms, and I can shampoo my hair as much as I want. Yeah. And this is the thing, I'm not being dismissive, but I've been giving free information out for over a decade. So if you need the how to's, how do I do this? How do I do that? Then that's what my courses are for. But I'm not doing that tonight or no night. If they meet the qualifications, then you don't need to bring up sin. Thank you. Like, don't bring me up. Don't bring me up. Don't bring me up. I would be so irritated if I was doing hair. And I've been doing hair all damn day. I've been standing up on my feet since 7 in the morning. You my 8 o'clock, where you my 4:30, and you like send out. It's like, girl, go sit in Sendow's chair. What the hell? Stop bringing me up, y'all. Please stop doing that. My hair gets oily by the third day after washing, just with scientific brushing alone. And sometimes I want to brush it for the rest of the days because it's soothing. Yes. Oh, there's a guru right here. I'm almost sure of it. That's like it's crazy. It's crazy. If you are a guru member, we not talking, we don't talk guru stuff here in my chat. Like that's why you pay. So you can have private access to me whenever you want. So go in a group and ask this question. If you want to know when our next live is, go talk in the group. You paid for exclusivity. Why are you trying to include all of these people in things that you paid for? And this is the thing too for all of the guru members, we go live once a month, right? But most people know that Even though I'm live here right now, the lives that we do right now and the lives that I do in the 7-day challenge and the growth cycle blueprint are two completely different lives. I answer everything, even if I need to do demonstrations. And for the growth cycle blueprint, you get videos later, like all day. The reason I'm live today is because all day tomorrow I'm finishing filming and I'm finishing the last two edits for the growth cycle blueprint, the how to on the baby's hair and stuff, routines and patterns for your babies. And then we are doing the demo on the Flexi Ride set. So if you have paid classes, the reason that I have the portals where you pay and the portal and then free content here is because I want the people who actually paid to get the best out of it. So this is the thing. When we do the lives, I let y'all know a month in advance. So whatever day, whenever I do drop the date, I let y'all know a month in advance. And this is something extra, right? The monthly lives to check in is something that nobody pays for. This is something extra that I give. We do it every month, but y'all have to pay attention. So make sure that you're in the group and looking out for when I post the next date. But I don't know when the next date is gonna be. Just know it'll be sometime come. Well, we do it every 30 days, and we just had one, so it's gonna be in another 30, approximately 30 days. My scalp is dry without oil because your follicle is blocked. You have to unblock the follicle. That's it. If your scalp is dry, your follicle is blocked. You either have a blocked follicle or your sebum production is low. Either way, you either need to fix something going on internally or you need to unblock the follicle. Just that simple. That's that simple. And I love you, but I'm only get that's as much as I'm going here. I go deeper. They, in the 7-day challenge, they know exactly how to unblock the follicle. That's why everybody in the 7-day challenge has full sebum flow. Like people in the 7-day challenge and the growth cycle blueprint, when people be like, "We need oil," they be looking at y'all like y'all crazy. Do you think it? Do I think what? No problem. No problem. But you're here now. And I need y'all to understand that I've been saying the same thing for 12 years. So just because y'all found me today don't mean I'm about to go back in time to 12 years ago and relive 12 years ago because you found me today. No, you got to catch up to where I am right now. I'm not going back to meet you where you are. You got to run up to catch me where I am. I'm not going back. So that's what the 7-day challenge is for. That's why you in the group. You have access. You don't have to be here saying stuff like that. Anything that you need, that's why I'm there. It's literally right by my phone. I'm not right by my phone. My phone is right next to me. When you send stuff to me in the 7-day challenge, it comes to me like a text message. So if you need it, say something. The same type of questions you asked in here, asked in the group. Because it seems like he can just wash his girl out. Didn't know about the main units until home. Okay, I think I got one thing else I'm about to address, and then we're about to head out of here because I'm feeling. Yes, I am one of your girls. Okay, so gurus, can y'all please vouch for that for me? Like all you gotta do, ask the questions in the group. I am there. I'm there. Be there. I'm there. I'm there before you. Be there. I am there before you. How do you feel about locks? I think locks are beautiful. What do you mean? Thank you. I made a mistake of applying Echo Style Gel to my hair downhill, and I cut it back off in September to remove all of the majority of the damage, and I was growing evenly and happy. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. My hair issues started after my hysterectomy, early menopause started, hot flashes started along with my scalp always feeling itchy. I don't oil my scalp. I'm on hormone therapy. 7 day challenge next. Yes, I'll be excited to have you. I'm clearly coming up from no, you're not coming. Y'all, I told y'all when we first started not to take offense to anything. I don't know how else to say anything. Just all I'm saying is you sound like you need in-depth help. So ask me in the group. Is all I'm saying. Nothing. Don't nobody need to read into nothing more. That's one of the most stressful things in my life. Not you. I'm not talking about you, Kate. That's one of the most stressful things in my life because people take it, it's like, oh, she say, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. You don't ever have to second guess. Oh, I wonder if she meant. I'm never thinking nothing. Never. I'm never thinking anything else other than what comes out of my mouth. If it didn't come out of my mouth, it's not in my mind. It's not. And the one thing that irritates me more than anything on the planet is people like, oh, like taking what I say out of context when I'm saying exactly what I mean. I'm being as blunt and straightforward. I'm saying exactly what I mean. I never say, oh, you getting on my nerves. If somebody get on my nerves, I'm gonna say, you're getting on my goddamn nerves. Stop asking me all these damn questions, Paige, if that's how I felt. I don't feel that way. I feel like, "Hey, you paid money to talk. You paid money for the exclusivity. You paid the money for when you ask me a question, me to answer your question blow by blow by blow by blow. And I'm a woman of my word. I'm gonna give you that page. I'm saying I'm not giving it here because they didn't pay for the exclusivity that you paid for. So I'm not gonna freely give away what you've poured into me to get out of me. I'm not gonna do that. That's all I'm saying. Don't read deeper into what I'm saying. That's all I said. That's all I had said, my baby. That's it. That's it, baby. That's it. You feel me? Okay? Okay? I need personal conversation, but it will come from me not here for the bulls. For the bull. And I hear you. Don't take. I think we're about to get off of here because I just feel the energy going somewhere that I didn't really want it to go. But like, I don't do. I don't. We're not. I'm not. I don't do personal conversations with nobody no more. I love y'all, but I don't. The only. The only time you get me is here, right here, right. This is okay for me. I can do this to a certain extent. I think about the go. And then on the 7 day challenge or in the growth cycle blueprint, they look at me face to face and I can see them if they turn their cameras on. And it don't matter. I just go one at a time. Sometimes we be in there for 20 minutes. Sometimes we be in there for 2, 3 hours. It just depends on how much everybody needs. But that's the amount of myself I'm giving. I'm not giving of myself. I love y'all so much. I'm not having no more one-on-one consultations with people. I'm not having no private conversations with people. I love y'all. I'm not being rude, but I have my own life, my own baggage, my own stuff that I'm working through as I'm extending and opening my heart to you to share things that I've poured into myself that I know will help you. So I'm opening up like that, but that's all I'm giving. I'm not giving anything else of myself, nothing else. I don't have the capacity to do that. Every other space that I have open is for my children, or my husband, or my mama. I don't got nothing else. I love y'all so much. I don't have anything else. I don't. So give me a 3 if that makes sense. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but that's why I say once a month. But let's do this once a month. However long y'all need me. Let's sit in here for a couple of hours. That's what it is. It's group coaching. I don't do one-on-one coaching anymore. I don't sit one-on-one with nobody like that no more. I love y'all so much. That's not what I do anymore. I don't give of myself in that way anymore. I don't. And I'll never do it again. My soul, my mind, my body, my spirit, the knowledge that I have is too precious to me. I don't want to take on anybody else's energy. And I'm not saying that your energy is nasty or it's one that I want to push away. I just don't have the capacity to hold anybody else's weight but my own. So that's why once a month, thank you, Paige. That's why once a month, I'm like, I got you. However long you need me, I'm here. Paige, sometimes when we go live, I'm always there like 15 minutes 4. So if you wanna come in early before anybody else gets there, I got you. Just come in a little early, but outside of that, I can't. And I'm not being rude. I'm not saying this to you, Paige. I'm just gonna give like an example. One of the last one-on-one consultations I did, it was called Cajun Unseasoned. Sorry. It just popped up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she had a full a full, I don't even know. Like she had a full, like, oh yeah, I couldn't use shampoo anymore because it was burning my scalp, and they were talking to me in the bottle. They were trying to kill me. And I text my husband when I was on, because I'm like, the type of shit that happens to me, nobody's going to believe me. I have to show my husband. I have to call my husband in here. So I called my husband, and he came and sat on the bed the way my desk was set up. She couldn't see him, but he could hear me. So, I mean, he could hear her, and he heard the whole thing. Some of the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. And that day I decided I love y'all so much, but that boundary has to be set. I cannot. So the most I'm giving, 7-day challenge, growth cycle blueprint. Sometimes I'll come on live to explain things in depth, which is what I'm doing right now. But that is it. So if you don't want to binge watch my videos, buy a couple ebooks, join the 7-day challenge or the growth cycle blueprint, then that's all I have. Okay? That's all. You feel me? Baby, that's all I got. That's all you're getting. That's all the hell I got. You better get yours, because I'm going to get mine. I'm just playing. How they say that it age well, something like that. Yeah. Boundary line here, God damn it. I have had enough. And again, I'm not trying to be rude, but I know, and I said that at the beginning, I understand a lot of y'all just found me. I get it. But just because you just found me, don't mean I just found YouTube. There's 1,000 videos on my channel. Baby, if you get bored, ain't none of your shows on, or you trying to save some money for me, baby, you don't feel like paying for Netflix, my baby, come over here, baby, and watch my channel, boy. We talking about, baby. Yes, the old videos are still amazing. I still want them. See, thank you, girl. Like, tell them. So, by the way, let me just show you this really quick, right? So, this is an ebook that you can get right now, girl. Give me a 3 if you want me to show you where to get this. So, this is an ebook that tells you how to check your own porosity, right? So it lists the different steps for you to check your own porosity at home. Boom, shikala, boom, boom, blam, baby, and it explains everything, gives you a little checklist, and you also will get this picture of the sweat gland and the sebaceous gland and the I can't get it out, the stratum corneum. You can get a picture of all of this just so you can have it for your own visual records, and a little bit more about the sweat gland, just a little bit of a visual representation just so you can know more. And then here's a little bit more of an explanation about the actual sweat gland or whatnot. So yeah. Yeah, guys. And then, so you can get this straight over on my website. Um if you just click I'm about to put the thing going across the bottom again. If you just head right over to my website, as soon as you get over there and just stay on the home page and just keep scrolling right under where it's the button for the 7-day challenge, it's a button that says click here to get your free porosity ebook, right? So you're gonna click it, it's gonna ask you for your name and your email address, and then once press enter, do not click off. I'm not gonna send you the ebook in the email. Once you click enter or send or whatever, we're okay. Once you enter the information, don't click off of that screen. It's going to be a link, a highlighted link under where you click to send it. And then once you click that, the ebook will automatically be on whatever device that you're using. Yeah, baby. So if you want to get your hands on that, then the links to that are in the description box below. This PDF itself is only going to be found in my group. So again, go over to my website, go over to my website and go to the tab that says groups and only join the free group. Do not join the Growth Cycle Blueprint group or the growth or the 7 Day Hero Growth Challenge. The challenge is not within the group and you do not have access to either one of those groups unless you pay. So if the group says private, don't request. If you have to request to join one of my groups, you're not supposed to be in it because the 7 day challenge, as long as you have a public profile, it's the very last step of the challenge. It says join group discussion. You click on it, it goes automatically. You're automatically a part of the group. You don't need me to become a part of the group. So I really, really hope that that makes sense. But if you could change one thing, this is the last question, and then we're going to hear out of here, baby, after I get to everybody else's little comments. If you could change one thing about your hair growth or health, what would it be? Tell me in the comments right now, baby. What would it be? Don't be bashful, baby. Okay, good. Thank y'all. Thank you for saying that you understand. Okay. I'm not being rude. I'm not being nasty. But that phase of my life where I'm having one on like from the time I was 19 to about 29, I saw about 10, 11, 12, 13 women a day. That phase of my life is over. I have had and I know this is gonna sound mean to some people. I have had more female conversations than probably everybody collectively in this live right now. I swear to God. I've talked to more women to last me for the rest of my life. And I am an extreme introvert. Like my parents literally used to force me out of the house to go be with friends. Like I hated it. Any friend that I ever had to force me to be their friend. Me and my husband are like literally the same person. He's just a male version, female version. Our friends literally have to kidnap us. And my husband is so funny today. He talked to one of his friends, Q, and they'll talk like maybe once a year. Maybe once a year, but whenever they maybe once or twice a year, but whenever they talk, I always know because it sounds like they talk every day. So I just need y'all to know, like I'm giving all that I have equated to give out, all the extra that I don't need for myself. I give. I don't have any that just ran over. Press down, shake it together, running over. I am not Christian, but that stuff be stuck in your head. Would you give unto the Lord? Okay. Okay, okay. Growth and split ends mostly. Okay, so you need your hair to grow faster, but that's okay. And then you got split ends mostly. You want it to be softer. Okay, I got it. And then you just said, "Oh." So that's pretty much all I wanted to unpack for you guys today, really to give you a visual representation of what the sebaceous gland looks like, right? Just so you can clearly see that most of the issues that you're having are all self-inflicted. And if we could really, really, really get past this, we'll be good. I need my hair to stay blow dried longer before reverting. How long does it stay before it reverts? And then if your scalp is sweating, it's not a big deal, girl. All you need is a little diffuser. Girl, all you need is a little diffuser. That's what diffusers are for, baby. It's not a big deal, baby. You can't fight against the body. You got to work with it, not against it. If you trying to keep your hair from sweating out, like you're trying to work against the body instead of working with it, girl. I'm so serious. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes not all the time. When I wake up in the morning, my body is wet, not like that, but like I'm like sweating. super active sweat gland. But I don't straighten my hair on a regular every day. I leave it wrapped up, do what I'm doing in the morning, and before I unwrap my hair, I take the diffuser and I put it on my scalp. But not like directly on my scalp, but I put the diffuser on my scalp while my hair is still wrapped up. And then I unwrap it like normal. It's not a big deal at all. And then I probably shampoo on weeks that I sweat a lot. I shampoo my hair sometimes twice a week. Sometimes it's very simplistic. My mom thinks my friend and I are weird for only taking once every couple of months. Mhm. Yeah, everybody's different. I think it's like my mom, maybe like my mom and like the women around me. I didn't grow up seeing that. Like my mom didn't have women at the house. Like my mom did. I know my mom's friends by name, Tracy and oh my God, what's the other one? God, it's right there. It'll come to me in a minute. But I know what those my mama Dana. There we go. Tracy and Dana. And they wasn't at our house all the time. My mama and Dana probably and they probably talk once every blue moon. Especially ladies, I'm going to bed. Good night, honey. I'll see you later, guru. And gurus, if you're leaving, make sure you gurus in the blueprint gurus, make sure you check the group on Tuesday. By Tuesday afternoon, all of your updates will be there. And blah blah. Um 7-day challenge members, I do have some new recipes coming from you for you in the group. So make sure you look out for those. And also everybody make sure that you're always for both 7-day challenge gurus and blueprint gurus, make sure you both are always checking the video vaults because I always add extra to the video vault. It's hard for me to think of what I want my hair to do or be because I know I am in control of how healthy it can be. Yes, yes. You are in control, I promise you are. And the more you take hold to that, like, the easier things will be. Stop putting your power in somebody else. Stop putting all of your power and your sovereignty in a bottle. "Oh, this oil's gonna grow my hair." What? You're in control of you. What are you talking about? Your body will respond to you. It probably does it now because the body's aware that you're not in control mentally. You give your power away to these companies and to these YouTubers that you follow. You don't have any internal power. You think that your creator made you incomplete, so you need to get it in a bottle. That's what you believe. Mm. Yeah, I might need to switch from washing once a week to twice a week. Yeah, do what you feel like you need to do. Hey, Stan, I just joined. Will you discuss CCCA alopecia? Not today. We're about to get it out, babe. But I will one day. I love me some you got this. I love you too, Cutting. I will. I promise. I love you too. Hair has changed. Medical conditions and medications go straight. Doesn't hold curl like it once did. Also, cutting much. If you're on medications, and that means that there's an imbalance in the body. So all you have to do is change your diet and the things that you put in the body to balance out the things that your medications are taking off balance. It's actually really simple. That's why you got to learn the body. She discussed this CCCA on the YouTube. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's I have at least 3 videos on CCCA, and I go deep into it in the challenge, but I'm not going deep into CCCA anymore on the channel, but, inside of, the Growth Cycle Blueprint, not the 7-day challenge, but inside the Growth Cycle Blueprint, if you had those questions, I would ask. I wash twice a week. Ooh. Do you like Nexus? I love Nexus so much. Which Nexus do you have, Ebony? Which one? Which one you got, bro? I'm sad and in my feelings, and I don't have nothing. It don't have nothing to do with truth. Michigan girls, well, don't be sad, girl. That's gonna make your hair fall out. It's gonna trigger your hormones. It's gonna cause stuff. I did. I'm a straight hair natural. Try to limit heat to once every 2 weeks. Just wash it every other week too long. Mm-mm. Nope, that's good, babe. Mm, that is good, girl. However, I'm following your guidelines like past week, and it seems to be picking it up and looking healthier. I promise, keep it up. And then keep me updated. I promise. It's so simple. You're welcome, babe. Good night, baby. Okay, so I hope that everybody. I have high protein protein one. Yes, girl. Okay, so I hope we learned something today. Do y'all feel like I answered enough of your questions? And did anybody learn anything today? Give me a yes or no. If you didn't learn nothing, you can say no. I know the person who just came in here probably didn't learn nothing, but I really, really hope that you rewind it because we were in here for 2 hours and I think we did have quite a few moments where we learned a lot of things, girlfriend. I went from wearing crochets a lot to now I wear my hair underneath and wear my hair. But girl, you better let them know. Listen, get it how you live, baby. Get it how you live, baby. Oh my God, you just subscribed. Welcome to the freaking family, okay? I promise, like, I'm always gonna be like this. Always, like, I'm always gonna speak my mind, and I just want to say that I love you. Thank you for not being as soft as wet tissue. Oh my god, I really appreciate you so much. Welcome to the family, and let me know if you have any video requests. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, perfect. Oh, perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, girlfriend, I am not playing with you, girl. Welcome to the goddamn family. And this is the voice that I'm using today. Maybe next time I will talk like this the whole time. Yes. Oh my goodness, welcome to the family, girlfriend. I don't know. Which one do you like? Voice number one? Like, oh my God. Welcome to my freaking channel. I appreciate you for joining me here. Kyra, oh my God, is I would say your name, Kyra? Or do you want me to talk to you like this? One or two? Which one? One or two? Hmm? Yes? American Lady, she picked number one. That's my favorite one too, but I did not ask you to vote. I asked I asked her, what do you like? Do you like number one? Like that? Like, oh my god, which one? Or do you like this one? Which one? Which one do you want? Oh my god, just let me know. All right. Yes, you can say it. Yes, you can say it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That means I said it wrong. I'm so sorry, girlfriend. Like, did you know sometimes, like with the chocolate girl names, I, you're probably not even a chocolate girl. I'm so sorry, but like you just don't know. Let me stop saying things. I'm so sorry. I'm not racist. I love you. Oh my god, thank you for giving me the pronunciation. They might try to flag your page. Okay, I love y'all so much. Make sure again that you check the link in the description box below if you are interested in joining any of my groups. Um, any of my groups. If you're interested in joining the free group, remember that's the one that's free. Don't join the ones that are paid unless you pay. And all of the links will be left in the description box below. So I will see you guys later. And I'm about to go watch a movie with my husband. He's stop it. Okay, guys. He's like, okay, I'll see you later. Bye.